Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Fighting Legend Frieza and basically discuss how we can beat it with a rapid growth / super bosses team. So basically, I did the Bastard Evolution team, and that team also completed the rapid growth mission, so if you want to see that, you can take a look at it as well. But essentially what was really interesting, at least for me, is trying to complete multiple categories with the same team. So if we look at, for example, this team here, we take a look at Universe 6. I think what's super interesting with Universe 6 is basically it counts as a super boss. So Universe 6 being super bosses is always pretty interesting because a lot of them are super orientated, and I think pretty much every other member of the super bosses category is extreme orientated, except for maybe Hit. But it's one of those things whereby they were kind of the main antagonist for the one section of the show. It's kind of like Jiren from Tournament of Power, so they count as a super boss, which is very interesting. And essentially, in that light, they are, ultimately quite, useful to use for that. On top of that as well, Kale, Caulifla, Kefla, all of these units count as rapid growth units, Kaba as well, because all of them essentially meet that requirement of rapidly ascending through transformations or gaining strength, etc. So it's really cool to finish both missions with them. It's very, very simple. In terms of our team, obviously, if you're going strictly rapid growth, there's a lot of different things you kind of want to build with. There's units like Gotenks, there's units like the, Vegetas are a lot on rapid growth, especially from Android Cell Saga, the Gohans, the Trunkses. There's a lot of alternative options. Like the team I used in Master Evolution, like I said, also counts for rapid growth, and that team there uses mainly Super Saiyan 2 units and super units from Android Cell Saga. Now, in terms of, like this team, in terms of the functionality of Universe 6, there's quite a few different leads that you could run to potentially finish this. You could use the latest hit, you can use the AGL Kale, you can use the strength Kefla. Like, there's a lot of alternative units you can use. You can even use the tech Kale and Caulifla as well, who I'd hoped would get an easy A, but it doesn't look like they are getting one. But basically, you could definitely grab either of these as leads and then kind of run them, and everything would be fine. But you could also, potentially run something a little bit easier. Maybe look at running your kind of Android Cell Saga, your etc. I think that could be pretty straightforward. Now, in terms of this team build specifically, I've got AGL Kale, Strength Kefla, Strength Kale, Tech Caulifla. Those are going to be your first combination. Tech Caulifla has got a lot of dodge with this team. She'll be fine as a tank. Strength Kale's excellent alongside her. Then you have the AGL floating LR, so the LR floating AGL Kale and Caulifla. Not a unit that necessarily thrives here because you're not necessarily facing Pure Saiyans or Universal Survival Saga units, etc., but still does a pretty good job. Then we have Physical Hit, who does a pretty good job as well. As a free-to-play unit, really nice free-to-play selection option, who I think does pretty well. So I'm excited to see just how good he does. And then, I think overall that is kind of covering it, honestly speaking. The team is very straightforward. You got Kale and Caulifla, Tech and Strength as your one rotation. I then think you can run int hit and physical hit. You could also just not run physical hit alongside them. You could run the Kefla actually, and they make a pretty fun pairing as well, high damage as well. And then you're just floating everyone else. AGL Kale, just leave, you don't have to do anything. AGL Kale and Caulifla, you don't have to do anything. There's a couple of replacements as well for this. So, like, if you don't have AGL Kale, just use Strength Kefla as a lead. If you don't have either of those, use the Tech Kale and Caulifla. There are a couple alternative Universe 6 units that you could potentially use as well. So I think it is a fairly solid team composition here. Like, I think it does get the job done pretty well, and I think it gets things done, to the point where it's like, okay, everything is kind of working as intended. Like, it could definitely be more challenging, or I guess you could run a completely different build. But yeah, it does work, and it'll also clear super bosses, which I thought is pretty fun. So yeah, but that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and bye.